This video is to assist students in criminal justice 3000 criminal law in locating resources for their paper. To begin at the library's homepage. If you are not here, simply go to any UNCP page, click Quick Links, scroll down and click on Library, and it will bring you to this homepage. I would go ahead and bookmark this page because typically all your research should be coming through this page. Now, to get to our databases, you can either click here, click Search Library Resources, and then click Databases by Subject, or I'm going to go back a page, or you can click under Resources here, click Databases, and it will bring up this page up. Now, typically, because this is a criminal justice class, I'm going under Databases by Subject and click Criminal Justice. Now, here are a list of databases that relate to criminal justice. Typically, the ones in yellow, the best bets are librarian selected, and I would go with those. Now, I'm going to click on the top one, which says Criminal Justice Abstracts with full text. If you're off-site, off-campus, a login screen will appear asking for your Brave Web, your Canvas username and password. Simply put that in. Now, as you see, this does not look like Google. Think about the topics that you are related to. Break your topic maybe down into its most basic keywords. Let's say I am looking at the reading of Miranda rights and people who have mental health issues. So my key terms would be Miranda rights, and you see it pops up. And then I would start typing in here like mental, and notice it comes in mental health, mental illness, mental disorder, or psychiatric illness. If I click there, it will populate that search box. Now, usually what I do is just go ahead and click on search. And you see I have 13 results. Typically, you need more than this to write a paper. Also, these 13 results are both periodicals and scholarly peer-reviewed academic journals. There's a little bit of difference between them. Scholarly peer-reviewed journals are written by other professionals in the field. Periodicals may be written by other folks. But to limit to scholarly peer-reviewed, scroll down under limit to and just put a check in the box that says scholarly peer-reviewed. It updates my results, and I am down to 9. And you can scroll down and you'll see a list of those. Typically, these come up 20 per screen. And if you see something that really interests you, say like this psychiatric patient's comprehension of mental rights or Miranda rights, click on the title, and it will open up where you can see more information about the article, including subject terms. And these are librarian selected subject terms. They're not just topic terms or keywords like author supplied keywords here. You'll see an abstract. This abstract is an overview of the article. Please do not quote from this. This is not the whole article, but take a look at it to see if the article is worth your time looking at. If it is, you can see the full text here by clicking here, PDF full text. Typically what I do when I find an article I want, I will go over here and click Add to Folder. Now this folder up at the top of your search bar toolbar will open. This is a temporary folder. There's another video in the playlist about using folders more in depth, about making these permanent, saving those. So if I have this item into a folder, I'm good to go. Now also, if I wanted to, I could also email the article at this time by clicking here under the tools on email. All I would need to do is add my email address, a subject, and maybe a comment. Now notice also I can send myself a citation format. Probably for this class you're using APA 7th. And then all I would need to do is click send. That's the good news regarding the citation. excuse me. The bad news is I'm going to go back under Tools, and you see where it says Cite. If I scroll down, I'll see the APA 7th citation. I could actually cut and paste it from here into a bibliography. I could, but I would also need to correct it. APA 7th with the article titles, only the first letter of the first word is typically capitalized, along with the first letter after a colon and proper names. And this with the patient's comprehension, both the P and the C being capitalized, is incorrect. So you would need to go in your bibliography to make them lowercase. Miranda rights, because that is a concept, that is a more proper noun, I would leave that as uppercase, and the M and the R. So I could do that. Now I can also go back to my results list, and if I wanted to, you see some of these other articles, it turns gold here to signify I've added it to a folder. I can click other items to add it to a folder so I can send them at one time. Now this one that is linked full text, notice that means it is not in this database, but it's in a related database. Typically with those, if I'm downloading those, and I think I'll need to print it if I'm at my computer, I will go ahead and click on the link full text, bring it up in the PDF and download it. Because if I email this item, it will probably just send me a link and not the full text. So meaning I would have to log in to get it again. But if I want the citation, I can do it like this. And I'm ready to go. Now you see some of these items say not available in full text or full text at UNC Pembroke. If you have that come up, if you click on full text at UNC Pembroke, it will open up in another window to see if we have it. See, this one seems like we will have it from this database. You would simply click here, and here's your article. Now, to email this article, I would open it up as a PDF and email it either as an attachment, download it and attach it, or use my browser or do my function out of the PDF to email it. So you can get that as well. Or again, if you wanted to, again, you can just add it to the folder to get the PDF, but you will not get the full text. Now, because I have so few results, and also because my topic sort of also covers other areas like social work, psychology, I want to add in some other databases. Typically, you do this because there may be items in other databases that cover the same type concepts, but may be published in a different database. And to search for other databases from this company, click up here on Choose Databases, and we'll get this list. Now, if you go back, if you remember when we clicked on criminal justice databases, here is PsycInfo. That is through the same company, EBSCO, and so is SocIndex. So I'm going to go back here. And I'm also going to add in Academic Search Ultimate because it is a good general database. I'm going to add in PsycInfo. I'm going to also add in PsycArticles and SocIndex with full text. Scroll down. Click OK. And now I'm actually searching all those databases, as you can see here. I click on search again, and instead of getting 13, notice I've got 108 articles. And I can do the same steps, limit by scholarly peer reviewed, and now I have 69 articles instead of 9. And I can do the same type steps to look at it. Now, one of the things that came up here is this item is a review of the handbook. Reviews typically do not work well in academic papers. That's just an overview. But I can add in other databases, and they work the same way. to add those in. If I want to limit my articles to more the Miranda, I can go back over here to the subject thesaurus terms and see Miranda rights or civil rights are in 4 of these. Police questioning. These are other type issues that are related. So I can click on Show More. I can click Miranda rights, civil rights, police questioning. Click Update, and it will take me down to these 5. Some of them I may already have, others I may not, but that will allow me to focus those. And if I want to remove those, you see they're up here under my limits. I could click on Clear All and go back to my original search. It goes back to my 107, and then I will just do my scholarly peer review again. And again, I can add these to my database. Now, if any of these items we do not have it full text, after you check full text at UNC Pembroke, you can click on Request Item, and it will take you to our interlibrary loan screen where you can log in and request that we get it from another school. Now, this will sometimes may take a week or 2 for articles. It will not happen overnight, so if you're researching the night before your papers due, which I know no one will, you do not want to use this function. So I'm going to go ahead and close that out. But there you have your articles. Now, since I have them in my folder, I can click on my folder, select all, and I can email them. Again, select my citation format. And I have my articles from EBSCO. And that EBSCO is the vendor from these databases. So that's a little bit about this database. Now, we have another database family as well. And most places have several options of these. And I'm going to go ahead and close this window. And close these as well. Now I'm back at my electronic resources database subject page for criminal justice. This time I'm going to click on criminal justice database. The names are similar, but it's with a different company. You'll see it will look different. It has a different search feature. And this time I can do this. I may want to do the same search, but actually I'm going to do a different one. I'm going to do solitary confinement. And let's say I'm also looking at the mental aspects, mental, or sometimes they call it cruel or unusual punishment, or cruel. And I'm going to put those in my search box and click on search. I have 1,400 articles. And it'll give me the type. And again, here are my limits for peer-reviewed. Notice it took it down by 1,474. Check with your professor about the type of resources you can use. If I need to narrow it down by date, here's a date slider. Most databases have that. If I want to look at the abstract here, notice it is linked under the title or under the information. This is just places where it occurs in the article. I can click on abstract and details. Here's the abstract, also the subject terms. Now, typically, one of the reasons I look at these subject terms is typically that will also provide you with some vocabulary for your paper when you write it. Also, maybe other search terms. So after I do that, let me go back to my results. And to put an item in a folder here, if you have to check the box, and notice my folder will have 1. And also notice this one does not have full text. It says find a copy. That's another difference between the 2 databases, the different terminology. Some of them will have PDF full text. But if it doesn't, you can simply click on Find a Copy. Click here and it'll ask me to log in, which it shouldn't do. Yay. So let me log in real quick. Okay, and if this doesn't work, like this one doesn't, you contact me. Sometimes it will not work. If this happens, again, contact me. So I would not request it for another library. What I would do is, this is the name of the journal. Copy it. Doing Control-C. I'm going to open up a new window, go to the library's homepage, click on Primo, do a journal search. Here is the data, the information. Let me see when my article was published real quick. See, 2008. Typically what I would do here is I would copy this. Click here on the Sage journal title. Click search. Put it in, click search. And apparently I do not have any results. Sage is giving me problems today. If that happens, email me, because as you saw, 2008, I think it was, $35.8. Here is the item. It should be available. And there is my article. So I can download it. I can have it. Now, notice I had to jump through some hoops to get this. If this happens to you, you can try this, but if you cannot get it, what you can do is click here where it says Cite. Copy and paste this citation. Let me change it to APA 7th. If you copy and paste this and send me an email, I can probably find it within 2 or 3 minutes. If you get lost, you'll quit doing your research. So again, just send it to me and let me deal with it. So you can do that. And also, if I can go back to my results, again, I can put this one in a folder. And I can put some of these other items that are here in a folder as well. Now, when I go to email these, I can click on the email function and it will ask me, tell me it's 3. I would need to tell it what my site include a bibliography. And again, I would probably choose sentence casing. You need to put your email address, your name, and give it a subject, because everything will come in your ProQuest research. And then you can send it. The great thing about using the ProQuest family of databases, let me X out of here, is if I click here where it says Cite, let me switch this. I think it's supposed to be sentence casing. Here's the sentence casing. This is more like it should be. Notice it will put my articles in alphabetic order. It will send them like this. I could copy it and paste it into my Word document or whatever. But still, even when it did that, notice, be sure and proof your citations, because this D in Danish here should be capitalized. And notice it's lowercase. You would need to correct that. but you can go back and add your searches, do that as often as you would like. So this is a little bit about searching this database. Now, also, you can add other ProQuest databases to search as well. And to do that, up here at the top, notice it'll say Change Databases. Click that. And then you can scroll down and add other databases. Now, some of those that were listed was ProQuest Central. It's a good general database. And you see it includes these parts. Some of them will not, and criminal justice database is actually a subset of this one. So it's including all these things when you search. Also, it's including the social science database, which is good. And you can also tell it to include the social science premium collection. Add selected databases. And of course, it took away my search, so I have to retype it. Sometimes it will do this, sometimes it will not. Solitary confinement. I don't think I have confinement spelled right. There it goes. I'm going to do mental or cruel. And notice how instead of having 1,400 results, I now have 30,000. I can make the same steps, limit it to peer-reviewed. Takes it down greatly. And I can also look at more filters. If I wanted to limit to a subject. Boy, I hate this. Prisoners, mental disorders. I can click on more, and this will give me a list. This list will be different. Here's one for solitary confinement. I would probably select that. Click apply. You can click on more and say I'm down to 87. This is how you can focus a search quickly. And because I still have items in my folder, I can add others and see my number will go up. And here's another one that says find a copy. Again, if that happens, email me the citation. Don't waste your time. And you can add those. And then just simply click to email those. So that's a little bit of information today about searching these two databases for criminal justice topics. As you probably, I'm going to go back to the database subject page. There are other databases. There are some in LexisNexis or Nexus Uni, but you will see others listed. If you're doing criminal law or some other aspects, Heinlein is a legal database. It is more law books, law reports. You could search that, but I would be hesitant to it depending on your class. So you can do all those. If you have any questions, you can always go to the library's homepage, click Ask a Librarian. That will provide you with a phone number for the reference desk, an email, and also an email blank. You can do that. Also, if chat is online, you'll see it as green here, and you can chat with a librarian. If you want to email me, off of this page, you can go to the Contact Us page. This is off of any library's page. Scroll down. This is actually my picture. Here's my email address. You can shoot me an email. I can help you maybe define topics. I can help you with keywords. I can help you locate articles. Now, typically, if you contact us and if I think your topic is too broad, I may email you back. Also, if I suggest a topic, please check with your professor. They know what you're wanting out of this class or what they're wanting out of this class, and I do not know that. So you will need to check with them. So please do that. And if you have any questions, contact us at the library, either by email, the Ask a Librarian. We would not suggest passenger pigeon as that is too slow, but contact us, come in and see us. If you have any questions, again, please contact us. Thank you and have a good day.